Bailey Nick, good. Coco. Yes! Good, Greg. Stay in a space. That's good. Stay in a space, Greg. Stay in a space. Stay in a space. That's it. Play it with the wall. You've got an extra man. Hard lines. That's much better. Last 10. 3-3. Ah, well done. I must admit, I probably thought it would have started. The season just would have started again in August, not knowing what would have. Obviously, didn't know like the severity of the situation, but it was the right thing for it to like stop, and we were all right with it stopping. Obviously, I had to make sure that all the boys were still keen. Had to try and get them signed without really seeing them. It was all just through, essentially, just through WhatsApp message. Thankfully, because no one had done any sport, everyone's pretty keen to get back into doing it. And then we had to try and obviously arrange training to make sure we could get people here. At first, you could only train in groups of 10 or 15, I believe, and when it first came back we had like 20 guys want to come along and train, so it was obviously making sure that we were either splitting into 2 groups or cutting down the numbers. We couldn't do games at training, and then so the first time we could actually do contact training was when we had our first friendly. So I mean, it was a different experience for everyone. Like it was a few bad touches taken that day anyway. We've been back training since about May, April time, so we have had plenty of weeks to try and train Tuesday, Saturday. A couple of friendlies have helped, and it's been rolling subs, so boys are getting about an hour in a game, so that is making a difference. Good boys, keep the pace up, good. Last 10, keep working in the middle, keep working. We're away to Blackridge in Livingston, so played them once before, a couple of years ago in the cup. We got put out in penalties, but it's obviously tough because you never really know anything about any of these teams. You just try and base your knowledge on Twitter and see what the results have been like. But I do fancy us in this league. There'll be some tough games because we were in the last season. We were still in the lower division despite winning the league because the league restructured again. So we knew a lot about some of the teams. Whereas this season, every game is kind of a bit of an unknown. But it's a tight pitch, so it'll be a battle anyway, I think. Someone take that cone up to the corner of the box. Right, so it should be 4 non-bibs in the middle, 4 bibs in the middle, and then 1 person down the side, each side. If you're not involved, come stand here. We're literally going a minute and a half each, and it's turning over, but the ball should be moving so quickly that folks should need a rest. Right, so it's bibs v non-bibs. Wall people can pass to the wall people. We should be doing exactly what we've just done here. Go on then. Go, let's go. Minute and a half. Now play off the wall. Oh, that's it. Now open it up. Well in. Boys, that's the right idea. The person on the wall is the best person to open the game up because they can play about 5 passes at once. Let it go. That's good. That's it. The game's 90 minutes long. We didn't need to score every time we have the ball. Good. That's it. Just keep it. Open it up now then. Just keep it between you. Play with it. Good, Andy. It's about getting them moving from side to side of the park. You've got to imagine this is like a 3-4 man midfield. I can't, there's only 2 of them, but this is what we're trying to do to our team. We've got half the team on this side of the park, half the team over there, and we're trying to bounce off each other, get wee triangles to get them moving. Let's go. Good. Step into it. Good. So I used to, basically, well, when people move further back the pitch, the worse they get or the older they get, I just eventually moved off the pitch. I was playing amateur football, and I'd played with Cavalry Park when I was younger, and then the coach who'd been doing it for years and years, he'd packed in, and I'd just seen it on Twitter that they were looking for someone to take over, and I just stopped playing amateur football. To be honest, I'd almost kind of fallen out of love with playing football just because once you get into a game, you'd go to training, and it was just, I don't know, it was just something about it wasn't clicking, and then I thought I'd be as well try to give it a go. And it was more due to luck than anything else that we've done well. We managed to get a couple of guys in that are of pretty high standard, and then they know a couple of people who want to come along and play, and it just kind of snowballs from there. So it was, it's been good. It was, I didn't think I would ever do something like this, especially coach an amateur team, but it's been good. Get the balls in before we go.
I think it's just been good to be back and get a few regular training sessions under the belt, because obviously during lockdown, you know, you've spent a lot of time doing not very much, pounding the pavements, but it's not quite the same as being back with everybody else. So we've had a good few training sessions, played a few friendlies and stuff, so we're feeling quite good going into it, and we've had maybe I think 10 sessions now or something like that, so I'm feeling much better and ready to go. I've been trying my best to keep up during lockdown, but it's a different kind of fitness really when you're running on the pavements and things like that. You know, you can keep fit to an extent, but when you're running through the winter, it's not quite the same as you know, moving about and getting any sort of possession and stuff. So felt okay physically, but the best thing about it, to be honest, was actually just getting back and seeing people that you hadn't seen for a while, and even just that sort of social aspect of it. You enjoy it a lot more than you do when you're just sort of out running yourself or trying to motivate yourself to do something. So lacking a wee bit in the fitness department, but once you start running about again, it's good fun and you start feeling a bit sharper. Kind of worried about COVID itself in terms of, you know, it affects people differently. So whether it's going to leave you with any sort of lasting symptoms, which thankfully it doesn't seem to have, but there is that worry there. We've obviously got a competitive squad and we've played a few friendlies, like I say, but you do worry that somebody will step in and kind of take your place and do well at that time, and you just missing the training actually. It doesn't take much for you to kind of lose that sharpness when you're just at an amateur level. You know, if you don't do anything for a week or two, you can definitely feel it.
The pitch is quite tight, and if we're going to try and play this season by knocking a ball bit short, we're as well packing the midfield, and there shouldn't be a lot of space in behind us at the back for a three at the back, and the three at the back we're going to play is going to be pretty quick. Paul and Pete out of the back three. Then we'll take Kyle wide right, Coco sit in front of the defence, Bailey, James, LP out wide left, and Gav and Andy go up top. Let's go boys, aye! No way! That's never offside, never in your life. Great save in we get then, shot early! Head up, boy, head up! Pete! Good. If you can. Oh! That's a foul. That's a foul. Go on, go on, go on! Oh. James, unlucky. Good half, good half. That's good. That is really good. As far as I'm concerned, that's a good half. The boys on the side will agree as well. We've created some really good chances. We've had a couple of excellent chances, but not really that bored because they get put away 9 times out of 10. Well, 8 times out of 10 we've missed 2, but it'll come because if we're getting in the areas, it will come. We're defending well as a unit. The boys out wide, Mark and Kyle, are coming back in when we need to. James, Andy, Gav, we need to keep shooting like we're doing. We've hit a few wide, we've hit a few at the goalie. We're not going to score unless we keep doing that. We need, honestly, we need to keep plugging away from that. We could get an easy rebound. You don't know, we could get anything. Boys, we're knocking the ball about well. We're winning 50-50s. What they're doing is they're taking 2, 3, 4 touches on it, and we're on them. So that's why we need to try and stay busy in the midfield. Because when we get it, we're 1-2 touch. We've slipped in a few really good through balls that have almost came off, whatever. As I said, we're all playing well enough that everyone should be wanting to get a touch of the ball. Let's keep popping it about, boys. A goal is coming, I'm telling you. We just need to keep believing in ourselves here. And if something goes against us, we keep going and keep plugging away again. Because we've created enough chances today to win 2-3 matches, and that's only in one half. It's going to happen again second half, boys. Let's go, aye. Let's go. If anyone's toiling, Kyle, if you're toiling at that into the half mark, you put it on. If you're toiling, let me know, because I ken it's a shift out there.
Well done. Drive.
Unlucky. Gav let it. Nah, it's fine. Head up. Nah, it is. head up, hey! Keep working, boys, hey! Plenty of time! We just need to keep doing what we do! Off, aye, Kyle, LP, come off the park, come off the park. Right, that's the best thing for it, look. See that boy there, that's the best thing for it. He's going to, you'll bin Andy and book him. Andy gets red carded here, the other boy. Nah, just stay off the park, stay off the park, stay off the park. Andy gets sent off, he gets yellowed. They both shook hands already, mate. It happens in a game. If the referee lets it get like this, that's the right decision. Mate, that boy's not that bad a guy. He's just an angry guy.
Just the end.
Someone's got to drop in because it's happening and no one is.
That's a poor goal to lose, like. Penalty! Gav, get the ball! Scores this, I know, I've seen it before. He easy scores this. Scores that though. Mate, if you're going to miss, hit it hard. If you're going to miss, hit the ball hard. Mate, that's fucking ball. The goal's done in. Say how many 3 yards off, isn't going to fix it. And it makes you look so bad, but if you get the ball and like, come up, we've deserved a goal here. Like. We've just got to go again. We've just got to go again then. For large parts of the game, we were probably the better team. First half especially, we created a lot of chances. And I just said to them there that if this is the level we want to play it, we're going to need to start taking the chances to start getting any points out of games. We didn't do that. They kind of hit us with a good first goal, to be fair, and then we're switching off for the second. And then before when you're 2-0 down, you're basically playing into the wind. And then again, to get a goal back and then concede straight away, I think that's a lot. I think that says a lot about the level we have been at to the level we're at now, whereas that level of concentration is just not going to cut it. So it's disappointing to lose, but there's definitely a lot of positives from that result. As you said, on another day you might score 1 or 2 in the first half, and it changes the game, especially at amateur football teams. If you go in at half-time winning, it can make a huge difference mentally to the team. I think their goalie played a pretty good game, to be honest with you. But yes, it's about the boys taking that into the next game and believing that if we keep taking the chances, you are going to score. It happens at every level. Like if you don't get in the positions, you're never going to score the goals. As I said, if we can play like we did today, we'll definitely take points off of teams. It's the worrying thing is if we just pick up an injury or 2 here, we've got a couple of boys tired after today. Wednesday's not that far away, especially when guys have got to go to their work. So yeah, feeling good at the moment, but that could change given a couple of injuries. Although every team's going to be in the same position, so it shouldn't see us too different from anyone else. It's good. It's good. It makes such a difference from just playing friendlies, from playing even in summer tournaments. And you could tell today the boys were much more up for it. The pace of the game was much quicker. It was good. It's good to kind of get back to that bit of normality there.